Part 4. Stop Pretending. What Happened When My Big Sister Went Crazy by Sonya Sones. The truth is, I don't want to see you. I dread it. There, I've said it. You are balmy, bonkers, daffy, loco, loony, raving, nutty, psycho, buggy, cuckoo, batty, wacko. You are crazy. I am not. In Dr. Saunders' office. I don't want to be here. My parents made me come. They said I probably have lots of mixed up feelings about my sister being sick, and I'd feel so much better if I had someone to talk to. If that's the case, then why don't they talk to me? I'm sitting in this squeaky leather chair, swiveling back and forth. I'll sit here till the hour's up, but I'm not going to say one word. Sister in Slumberland. She's asleep when we come in, curled up on her bed with her dirty brown hair drifting around her face, her eyelids fluttering with a dream. It's strange how much she looks like her old self when her eyes are closed, except for her skin. She used to have the rosiest cheeks. She didn't even need makeup. And she used to look so clean all the time, with every shining strand of her hair perfectly arranged. She used to look so good. I used to wish I looked like her. I used to wish I was her. After midnight, lying in my bed, thinking about my sister, lying in her bed at the hospital, suddenly seeing myself lying there in my sister's bed, alone in the locked up dark. I try to take a breath, but I can't pull in enough air. My lungs are locked. I try again. I can't. Panic rises, grabs me by the throat, tightens its grip, won't let me go till I scream. It's been forever. Ready or not, here I come. I'm so tired of this dumb game of hide and seek. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Show yourself. You're scaring me. Come out. Come out wherever you are. You've taken this thing way too far. The you I remember. I blink, and there you suddenly are, inhabiting your eyes again, shining your warmest big sisterly gaze on me, then slipping away before we even have a chance to. Last June on Ocean Avenue. You and I could see a yellow rose, a teddy bear, and the back of a silver frame in the bay window of the house we wished we lived in. You said, if we were up there in that room, maybe we'd hear the waves crashing. Maybe we'd glance down and see a girl and her sister looking up at us, wishing it was their summer cottage. I loved it when you had thoughts like that. You used to have them all the time. Last July, when sister and I got lost at the Cape, we stayed to watch the sinking sun, then started back across the dunes, and lost our way on miles and miles of rambling paths that looked alike. And as the sun drained from the sky, we hurried through that life-size maze, imagining how it would feel to spend the night all by ourselves, with just the shush of lapping waves and far-off cries of seagull ghosts, and sleep on sand still warm from sun with mysteries surrounding us. And when we found the parking lot, we weren't so sure that we were glad. Last August at Nantasket Beach, strolling with my sister on the crowded boardwalk under stars and sizzling neon, inhaling the pink scent of spun sugar, the salty tangs of popcorn and beer, the beats of 100 different radios passed us by. A boy with sun-blonde hair grinned big and white in our direction, whistling, "Hoo-it? Hoo-hoo?" I nudged her and whispered proudly, "That guy just whistled at you." She cocked her head and looked at me in a way she never had before, then flashed me a smile and whispered back, "That guy whistled at you." My first time ever. If she hadn't told me, I'd never have known. Photorealism. When I look at the little strip of goofy pictures that sister and I took in that photo booth just a few days before she broke down, I can't see even a hint, not the slightest flicker, that any of this was going to happen. Did the camera somehow miss it, or wasn't it there to see? St. Patrick's Day. Dr. Saunders was wearing this dumb green polka-dotted dress today. I came in and sat down, and, as usual, I didn't say anything. We both just sat there, not saying anything, until this rowdy bunch of guys walked by right outside the window singing When Irish Eyes Are Smiling. Dr. Saunders asked me, "Do you like that tune?" And then I don't know why this happened, but I found myself telling her all about how my father sings exactly one song, this silly little song called Dear Little Buttercup, and how he sings it in this really high voice, and how it always used to make my sister and me fall on the floor laughing when he did it, and how he hasn't sung that song in months. Then these tears just started flooding out of me, but Dr. Saunders didn't say anything. She just sat there and watched me with this really sympathetic look on her face. Now I'm sitting outside her office, waiting for my mother to pick me up, and my eyes are all red and puffy. Next week, I'll bring my sunglasses. Molly, Kate, and me. Last Thursday, I finally got the courage up to tell Molly and Kate about my sister. They were so nice about it, so understanding at first. But now they ignore me, and every morning when I walk to school, I can see them up ahead, shoulder to cold shoulder, freezing me out. Thoughts during science class. People say that Audrey Becker's odd. They say that her mother chain smokes cigars. They say that Michael Kinney's uncle got sent to jail for robbing the First National Bank. They say that Jamie Bennett saw Eve Chessman's dad kissing Jeremy Finn's mom behind the bleachers at Amber Marley Park. They say that Danny Sullivan's brother is an alcoholic and that's why he totaled his car and had to wear that neck brace. I wonder what they say about me. Minus. Last night, Sister wasn't there to help me study for my math test. Father tried to fill in, but he's never been as good at math as her. This morning I'm sitting here taking the test, but the numbers on the page keep scrambling in my head, and the only equation I really understand is 4 minus 1 equals 0. In English class, we've been reading the Diary of Anne Frank. Anne called her diary Kitty because she said she wanted it to be her friend. She wrote, I hope I shall be able to confide in you completely, as I never have been able to do in anyone before. If I had a diary, I'd call it Meg, after that girl in A Wrinkle in Time, who saves her brother at the end of the book just by loving him, just by saying, I love you, Charles, over and over again. I wish that would work on my sister.